The CFP Management Committee kicked off 3 days of meetings on Tuesday, and Sports Illustrated's Ross Dellenger is there detailing all of the action. All 10 conferences and Notre Dame's AD Jack Swarbrick make up the committee, and ESPN, along with all of the New Year's Six Bowl executives, were on hand as they all try to finalize details of the 2024 and 25 12-team playoff expansion, while also prepping for potentially a new contract in 2026 and beyond. The biggest puzzle piece that has not been figured out yet includes the television rights, which are owned by ESPN through 2025. Now, ESPN, of course, they're dealing with layoffs. They're trying to be savvy with how they spend their money on rights fees right now. It looks like they have two choices. One, televise all 11 CFP games in 24 and 25, or two, allow a second media outlet to bid on part of the package. Now, Bob Thompson, the former Fox Sports president, he told Dellenger, given ESPN is the existing CFP media partner, it is likely at this point they are the only entity that can negotiate for the added games in 24 and 25, as well as secure some sort of extension for additional years. Now, according to the contract, 2 additional years of expansion are valued at an extra $450 million. But on the open market, it could fetch as much as 3 times that amount. So it's not likely that they let ESPN talk them into additional years without it going to market, especially considering conferences like the Big Ten and Pac-12 have been vocal about wanting multiple networks to be involved in the playoff, something like the NFL has with their playoff system. And along with the money side, they have to figure out when the games will actually be played. They're navigating holidays, on-campus graduation ceremonies, the NFL schedule, and more. Now, right now, Ross laid out some tentative dates the commissioners established back in the fall. The first round would be the 3rd week in December with 1 game on Friday night, 3 on Saturday. That's the same weekend that the NFL begins playing 3 regular season games on Saturdays. Now, right as I was recording this, it was confirmed that in 2024, the first round games will include 1 game on Friday, December 20th, and 3 on Saturday, December 21st, just as Dellenger had reported before. The CFP quarterfinals have been planned to coincide with New Year's Day. They will remain unaffected by NFL games in 24 and 25. It's expected that 3 quarterfinal games will be played on New Year's Day, with the remaining one scheduled for either New Year's Eve or the following day, depending on the calendar. The semifinals are set to take place approximately a week after the quarterfinals, with the exact date varying depending on the year. Like, for example, in 24, the semifinals are slated for the weekend of January 10th through 12th. And, of course, that coincides with NFL Wildcard Weekend when several playoff games are scheduled across Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Therefore, really the most feasible solution would be to host the semifinals on Thursday and or Friday evenings. And just to note, the championship game is anticipated to be rescheduled to a later date, perhaps by a week or two, but will remain on a Monday. Now, as of right now, the title games are scheduled on January 20th, 2025 in Atlanta and January 19th, 2026 in Miami. So we're talking about getting pretty deep into January at that point, which gets awfully close to the NFL Combine, by the way, which started on February 28th this year. There's been a lot of talk about moving Week 1 into the spot where Week 0 currently resides. This is all an effort to avoid playing too deep into January, but that changes rivalry week off of Thanksgiving, replacing it with Conference Championship week. Do you want to give up that television revenue from having so many people at home watching games that weekend? You know, Army-Navy's probably going to have to move away from their standalone window, one would assume. And on top of that, the bowl experience is also going to be changing. This doesn't have as much to do with the TV windows and whatnot, but teams are going to be arriving 2 to 3 days ahead instead of the typical 5-day bowl experience. They also still have to figure out ticket distribution, pricing, and the management of the game. All in all, like, we don't have a lot that's definitive right now, but things are moving forward. I mean, that's definitely a good thing. Remember, this all starts next season, so they got to get this done fairly quickly. Fairly quickly.
Psst. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course, jump in the comments.
Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.